KSBY News starts right now.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Olivia Degennaro.
Yes, we are just hearing that a simple spark from a car caused this nearly 2,000-acre wildfire. It started not far from where I'm standing, and this home behind me, one of the first things to go. All that's left of it now, it's chimneys. The eviction notice posted behind me, the entrance chained and locked. Despite this, owner Ruth Jean Kennedy was in good spirits today about the closing of her school.
Espinoza says he's not only lucky his arm is still attached after being pulled through a meat grinder, but he's lucky he's still alive.
We are live at Goleta State Beach right now, where the Coast Guard is monitoring an offshore oil slick. That slick estimated at about 3 miles wide, but still no word on where all that oil is coming from. Firefighters have been working for more than 48 hours now to put out this fire. Today, their focus is hot spots. They'll be looking at areas like the tree still smoldering behind me, as well as hot spots from the ground. In fact, as I was walking up here, I looked at the ground. I noticed a small flame coming right out of here and just kicked it out with my boot just like that. So those areas, those hot spots are what firefighters are looking for.
In its wake, the storm left major flooding in some areas and power outages to thousands of residents. A local man became the first known person to swim Estero Bay.
You can see the sign here clearly posted saying no night hikes, but that's not stopping many people from hiking Bishop Peak after sunset. Parents have been showing up to the Laureate School all morning to pick up their children's belongings from the side of the road. They say many of their kids are too young to really know what's going on, but it's been especially hard for some parents like Crosby's. What were once rolling green hills behind me, you can see off in the distance, covered in pink retardant, charred black by a nearly 2,000-acre wildfire that ripped through this area.
And I'm really happy to see that I have this still.
Sifting through the rubble and ashes of what was once her home, ROBYN Babcock tries to create something positive out of the devastation the Park Hill wildfire left behind.
And I'm finding some little treasures here and there, so I'm going to make some art out of what is left of some of this melted glass and my melted life.
Her life melted away.
It may not look like it now, but this used to be a 2-bedroom home. And just 48 hours ago, a devastating wildfire leveled it.
I saw just like a plume of black smoke.
That smoke coming from flames dangerously close to her home.
Just right over there, you know, coming up this hill right here, so.
She had just minutes to grab what she could.
I was able to get a carload of things out, so some photographs and some ashes and my dad's medals, and didn't get much.
Even after losing many of her belongings, she says she still has the most important things in her life.
I have my dog, and I have my friends, and I have my family, and I've got a few other things too.
She may not have her home.
I was never going to leave here. This was kind of my retirement place.
But she hasn't lost her positive outlook toward the future.
Things change and you move on, and I'll have a new canvas to start painting.
Olivia Degennaro, KSBY News.
Do you know that she is still missing? She is like every other freshman that's crossed paths there.
19 years. That's how long it's been since anyone has seen or talked to Kristen Smart. The Cal Poly freshman was last seen walking up a path toward her Muir Hall dorm. What happened to her remains a mystery.
She was a dreamer.
Kristen Smart's mother describes the 19-year-old as a typical freshman, excited about what her future would hold.
It's just, still hard for us to believe that she didn't fulfill her dream.
The communications major would never see the end of the 1996 school year.
Kristen went to an off-campus party and walked home apparently with the wrong people.
In the early morning hours of Memorial Day weekend, students say they found the 6'1" blonde passed out on the lawn next to a party on Crandall Way. Several people joined Smart on her walk back to the dorms, but at the end of the night, only one person remained, Paul Flores. He told investigators he last saw Kristen walking up a path toward Muir Hall. she was never seen again.
What happened? No one knows. Only Paul and only Kristen really know.
There's no indication that she made it back to her room.
It would take university police 3 days to file a missing persons report.
A missing, overdue person, especially at college age, is not unusual.
Today, Flores remains the only suspect in the case, but there has never been enough evidence to charge him with a crime. Investigators have been searching for answers about what happened that Memorial Day weekend for 19 years. Kristen's mother believes someone knows.
And she didn't end up where she wanted to go, and someone knows where she is, and that is Paul Flores.
19 years after Kristen Smart's disappearance, investigations continue, and her family is still searching for closure.